Making a restaurant quality shrimp fried rice all begins with the rice. Let me show you. So the key to making the rice for a stir fry is it needs to be just a little bit dry. So I like to do it in my pressure cooker. You could totally do it in a 2-quart pot on the stove. But the key is the ratio, 1-to-1. So you want 1 cup rice or 2 cups rice to 1 cup water or 2 cups water. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm gonna do it in my pressure cooker. Watch how simple this is. It comes out perfect. Right into the insert of your pressure cooker, and now we're gonna fill it with water. Give it a little zhuzh, kosher salt, just a little bit. So while it's cooking, you're flavoring the rice. If it were moist and wet and like a typical 2-to-1 ratio, it would steam and you wouldn't be able to fry it. 8 minutes, start. That's it. You're gonna set it to pressure. So whether it's 8 minutes in the pressure cooker or 10 minutes on the stove, right? That's not a big time saver, but it's just easier in the pressure cooker and it's another option. So I have 1 pound of wild shrimp. So we need to peel them and devein them. These are actually deveined. You could save these for seafood stock. It should smell sweet and delicious, not like ammonia. That's bad. Do all your mise en place first, which just means prepping all your ingredients. Get them done, get them ready, because when you are stir frying, it is quick. So you gotta be on your A game. I'm gonna take another paper towel and place it right on top because we want them to be nice and dry. So we need some garlic, some ginger, and green onions. When you're slicing your green onions, the best way to utilize the entire green onion is we're gonna slice the whole thing, slice the dark greens, and then the light greens and separate them. We'll saute the light greens and then we'll leave the dark greens for garnish. Now for the garlic. So we want about 5 cloves. It won't be too garlicky, don't worry. Mince the garlic. Ginger adds tons of flavor, tremendous flavor. Here's a little chefy tip. Take a teaspoon and then just peel your ginger. So look, it just removes the skin. And of course that just fit right in my eye. In my eye! Oh, how'd that happen? What the heck? This is a juicy ginger. Do you see that? All right, see that little nook in there? It's easier to get in there, look, the teaspoon. Chefy tip when you are prepping your ginger. Ginger is a root, so there can be resistance when you're slicing. See how easy that glides because we are slicing it with the grain. It makes it easier when you're just starting it along. Go against the grain, and that way you just have a little least resistance. 2 to 3 eggs. We're gonna give the eggs a whisk and then we're gonna set them aside because our rice is ready from our pressure cooker. Quick, easy, like we're literally ready to stir fry. Unplug it. You don't want it to default to warm because then it could burn the bottom. Our last ingredient, Thai bird's eye chili. I can never find them in my grocery store. I actually buy these, and of course I can't pronounce it. Chili de arbol. I hate to mispronounce anything. They're Mexican. I love the Mexican culture, so I don't want to butcher saying this. Grab these. You can find them in every grocery store instead of taking a separate trip to an Asian grocery store. You want to just split it like that, leave it intact because we want those seeds. That's going to give us a little bit of heat. You could add 1 to 3, as many or as little as you like. So in your wok or 12-inch skillet, you want to heat it on high heat. Add avocado oil, peanut oil, and a high smoke point oil, neutral flavor. About 2-3 tablespoons. Grab our ginger and our garlic and the whites of our green onions. We have to season them with salt and pepper. Freshly cracked black pepper and kosher salt. Just lightly. Remember, this comes from the sea. It has natural salt flavor. You don't want to go crazy. And saute it together. Sauteing shrimp, lobster happens super quick. You don't want to kill it. 1 to 2 minutes on each side so it stays nice and tender. We don't want it to be tough. Just gonna gonna pull out the shrimp because I don't want to overcook them because now we have to add our eggs. A little bit more avocado oil, about a tablespoon. Now we have to scramble our eggs. Scramble these until they're dry. So we want curds. We want to see the curds in our stir fry. So this is perfect. Look how nice and dry this is. Yeah, it's a little clumpy, but don't worry, we'll unclump it. You may need another tablespoon of avocado oil. So about a minute. Really what we're doing is we're heating it through. We're getting a little caramelization. Any moisture that's on the rice, we're evaporating it. Now for the sauce. Low sodium soy, mirin. So mirin is a Japanese sweetened sake. So you've got the saltiness, you've got the sweetness. The two together, you want a 1-to-1 ratio. So 2 tablespoons low sodium soy and 2 tablespoons of mirin. Stir fry this until it absorbs all into the rice, a minute or 2. Season with freshly cracked black pepper and some salt. So I like to use salt versus fish sauce. Not traditional in Asian, but this is not a traditional Asian stir fry. This is my take. See how we absorbed all that sauce into the rice? Perfect. We're gonna return the shrimp and just warm it through and cut the heat. And then our dark green onions that we chopped earlier. Simple. It took us 15 minutes, give or take. Why would you order takeout when you can do this at home? Don't be lazy. Let's give it a taste. The rice. Perfectly cooked, fresh, simple, lots of great flavor from the ginger and the garlic. Not too spicy. You want to spice it up, add more of the chilies. This is awesome. You guys have to try it because you can. And there you have it, a restaurant quality shrimp stir fry that you can make at home. And look, it didn't take us long, right? And it's better. And you can do it because you can. It's not hard. If you want to check out more of my other videos, you can click this video link right here or click this one. I'll meet you over there.